Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am RAFLIHAFIZSANI and this is my first assignment video, that is review video for English for Science and Technology. And I will reviewing my own smartphone, which is Realme 7. It is a brand new smartphone which I was bought it about 6 months ago, and it is brand new because it released. I bought it when 1 month after it released, so it's produced in 2020. The specification, for starter, the processor is MediaTek Helio G95 gaming processor with Antutu benchmark more than 300,000. The processor is really compatible for heavy games, like maybe not a really heavy game like Fortnite. It is really for a heavy definition smartphone. In this smartphone I use is medium high-end smartphone, so it might compatible for playing PlayerUnknown Battleground or Mobile Legends or Call of Duty maybe. Okay, next is CPU is Octa-Core with more than 2.05 gigahertz, and the GPU is ARM type Mali G76 Mark 4. And when I bought this smartphone, they packed it in a box, and the box have a charger, and the charger is about 30-watt dart charge, which is you can charge for 26 minutes, and you will charge your phone about 50%. The battery capacity is 5,000 milliampere per hour typically, but it cut 100, and finally it is for 900 minimum milliampere per hour, including the adapter with 5 volt to 6 ampere. The next one I will mention about the screen. The screen is 90 Hz ultra smooth display, and it is really smooth. Like you can scroll Instagram softly, like it is a very lifelike movement in the display. Next one is the 6.5, or the display is about 6.5 inches or 16.5 centimeter full screen, and the resolution is 2400 by 1080 full high definition. The screen ratio is 90.5%, and the pixels per inch is 405. The screen material is Corning Gorilla Glass, which is really hard. And we move to the camera. The camera they use are Sony 64 megapixel quad camera, which is a 4 camera, but actually it only primary camera with additional lens, but I will mention it. Okay, the main camera in the back, is 64 megapixel primary camera. The second one is black and white portrait lens. The third is 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, and the last one is macro lens. The camera is having photography features with a lot of features, and they are Starry mode, super Nightscape, which is you can take a picture in the nighttime and in a lot of lights in the nighttime, and also panorama, portrait mode, time-lapse photography, high dynamic range, ultra wide and ultra macro, which I mentioned it earlier. And they have also AI scene recognition, which compatible for Google Lens, and AI beauty, a lot of filter, and the last one is chroma boost for contrasting dead color or faded color. For the videography features support, they support a lot of video recording, such as video stabilization, max video stabilization, ultra wide video, 4K slash 30 frame per second video recording, 1080 pixels slash 30, 60 and 120 frame per second video recording, and the last one is 720 pixels per 30, 60 and 240 frame per second video recording. In display selfie, which I used it right now, this camera is Sony 16 megapixel wide angle lens. Okay, I will mention the storage and random access memory. The storage is 128 gigabytes, and the random access memory is 8 gigabytes. The RAM type is 8 gigabyte LPDDR4X, and the ROM, also known as read-only memory, is 128 gigabytes UFS 2.1. Okay, the next one is I will mention about the cell features, but actually I have a lot of cell features, but I will mention it like a little bit, maybe the most essential features in this cell, maybe I will mention that. So the essential part is 3 card slot. They have 2 SIM card slot and 1 micro SD slot. They have a Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, NFC. NFC, it is for like depositing electronic money, like maybe you have an OVO or Dana. You can use the NFC features for easily depositing money or buying something. Okay, the navigation is GPS slash AGPS. Beidou, and GLONASS. Uh, the most important in this smartphone that I bought is the sensor. They have a good latency. Uh, I will mention it. The sensor: magnetic induction sensor, light sensor, proximity sensor, gyrometer for uh, moving the smartphone like that, and you can drive a car with, like, maybe you can play a game, play car games, like you can play with the gyrometer, and it is really fun. And the acceleration sensor, which you can use it for running or playing Pokemon Go, just like that. And the last part I will mention is the operating system. The operating system is Realme user interface based on Android 10. Okay. Next question is how you find it useful for your life. Well, this smartphone is really satisfying for me. It is not I'm not really regret for this smartphone that I bought, even it is really expensive, but it is really really useful for my generation and my life. So yeah, I usually use this phone as entertainment, education, like making an assignment and learning in the Zoom while we are in the quarantine. So I usually use it for entertainment, like maybe watching YouTube, or I usually listening to a lot of music in this smartphone, and it is really really good. The audio is very having a really really good latency and a good bass, and I really really love it so much. And I can't regret a lot with a lot of features that uh, that have in this smartphone. And I think that's it. Okay, the last question is what's best or worst experience you had with your gadget? I think the best part is I bought it like brand new and not waiting for a long time, and I think that's the best part, and maybe enjoying the smartphone so much, that's the best part also. And the worst part is maybe uh, I dropped this smartphone and I really really regret it, like really really worse, and my reaction is really freaked out. So I really don't want to happen again with this smartphone to fall down. So I have to be really really carefully for using this smartphone and where to stand on it. Sorry. I guess yeah, that's all for me. I guess the assignment is over. I guess that is it. That's it. Uh, Thank you so much for watching. I see you in the next assignment video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.